Hey guys, what's up? It's schlaw coming back to ya with another episode of Car Rides with schlaw. And today, I don't know, I know I don't know how I sounded, but at least how I felt. I kind of felt better about things yesterday. And I mean, maybe I'm not really feeling bad about things. It's just the way I feel is so numb and neutral. And I realized it last night when I was listening to a song, and I remember how much emotion and how much the song made me feel a couple months ago when I listened to it. And then now when I listen to it, there was basically nothing there. And I think it just does a tremendous amount of damage to a person like myself who maybe is a little bit naive and had worn his heart on his sleeve like way too long. I don't know. I mean, is this how, I guess it's how you grow and get tougher. Maybe I'm a tougher person now, and maybe that's a good thing. But it doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel right, what I'm going through. So yeah, I feel like that's all there really is to report. See, it's a lot. No, I'm joking. I actually think I will need to get gas tomorrow, and probably should have got gas today, although if I'm not mistaken, no, I'll probably be fine, but it's like I probably no, we'll probably be fine. But it won't be great. Well, we'll see. I'm just wanting to let it go cuz I said I was going to start doing that. It's not really the 25% because I've basically been doing it at 25%, and when I re-looked that up again, it was flawed, and it's really more like 15. So I think we'll be fine. I think it'll end up being 15%. I guess I don't know with my life. I go through the cycles of feeling strong, feeling powerful. Life is entertaining, it's exciting, and then now life is nothing. I mean, there's nothing particularly wrong. This week went by pretty well. I mean, it's already Thursday. It's not really like I don't feel bored, which is kind of interesting, obviously. Like, it's not a feeling of boredom. Which, yeah, like I said, I'm not, it's already Thursday, and it's hard to even believe that it's Thursday. And I don't even know how much it matters that it's Thursday. You know what I mean? So, not sure what that is. Is that depression, or is it, what is it? Right. I'm just not sure what it is. I actually stopped at the stop sign because there was a police car parked there, and I'm not sure why. Anyways. Yeah, it's like, it's Thursday, but I don't really care, and it's not like I've been bored this week or been, aching for the week over, because it's like the same thing that it's been for a while, where, you get to the weekend, then what do you do? You get home, then what do you do? It's just like, I'd rather just be working longer. I'd rather just have a second job. I don't really understand how, and I mean, maybe it's unhealthy, maybe I'm using it to cope, but like I said before, I just think it's because I'm a serious person and I would rather just spend more of my time working. I just don't get it. So that's kind of where we're at. Sorry, this person was... I wonder if they don't know where they're going or something, but they caused me to shift out. So yeah, I mean, probably losing some time. It's just like, I want to try to reflect and realize like what really changed in my life. I remember a big change was when Pokémon White, when I was playing Pokémon White, that playthrough was a little bit confusing. I made a bunch of erratic choices, and my team was terrible. And so I had to grind at the Elite Four. That's not what it's called, Victory Road, in the cave area, because all my guys were way under-leveled, and my team wasn't good. Like, I didn't have good Pokemon on my team. I just kept, like, swapping out members and doing a bunch of weird, crazy stuff. And I think that was kind of... So how old was I then? 11, I think, or something, somewhere around there. I just stopped, like, doing things properly. Because prior to then, I did things fairly standard. When I played Pokemon, it was always standard. I just kind of played the game normal. And I played a lot of games normally. But things started to just be weird around that time. And it was definitely with Pokemon White. Well, Black and White. I don't know. I don't know what had been going on in my life or what had really led to that, but it's evidently where things had gotten to. And what else is there to... That, though, was not really a problem at all. Like, that was still good. When I was that old or whatever, things were definitely still good. Even though I'm just documenting it because it was when a change occurred. It was when some kind of a noticeable shift had occurred, but everything was still fine. I think when things really became concerning was when Pokemon Black and White 2 came out, and I just didn't didn't like them at all, and I could hardly even play them. And a lot of other people really liked those games, and I didn't. And so, yeah, I don't know. And it's weird because I just never was able to even want to finish them. And I thought it would be like, oh, everybody hates them. But no, I think a lot of people like those games. And for some reason, I just didn't want to. And so that obviously marked like the true changing point. I don't know. I think the last time video games really felt good is there's like a moment in my mind that I'll always remember. It's kind of a silly game, but Asphalt 8. For mobile, I always liked it a lot. But I don't know that I played it all that much. I mean, I played it a lot maybe when I was on vacation. Asphalt 8. And basically, at the time, I had been trying to and wanting to quit video games because I had ultimately assumed that was like the problem in my life, was that I just played too many games and didn't do enough productive stuff or something. So I tried to quit video games, and the problem is then that just got replaced with music. Then I got into music for like one of the first times in my life. And that, in retrospect, I don't even think that was a good change. Like, music felt, especially at the time being a teenager, it feels less weird, and, you know, listening to music feels like a less, like, nerdy or weird activity. So I guess I found comfort in that, because it's like so much more normal to listen to music than like, well, and again, this is, I mean, it hasn't changed, but as time has gone on, video games have just gotten more and more normal. So, you know, I was even back then kind of living in the past, and then like in terms of thinking that way, but I guess society doesn't even matter either. I was just thinking in terms of what actually would or wouldn't be normal, you know? And yeah, I'm not sure. What am I getting at here? Oh yeah, I remember, sorry. So the whole point is, like, I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to quit video games. I don't think that requires too much of an explanation. And I did. And probably a couple months went by of me, I guess, just like listening to music instead of playing games or something like that. I don't really know how else to, which again didn't, I mean, again, the reason why I said in retrospect that's worse is because it's just not as good. It's like getting dopamine out of an easier, lower source. So it's, in some ways, I would actually argue that music is worse than video games because it's much easier dopamine. I mean, it may be less materially addictive, is what I want to say. I want to say it's less, a little bit less addictive, because music it's more of a passive. It's not. But what that ended up doing to me, I think, is a lot worse, because now it's like I can't even play video games anymore. They're just too boring, or they're too, like, it's difficult for me somehow, and that's kind of strange. Like, my brain is not really able to cut through certain things. It's weird, and it's not really a good thing. But I know that my brain is not, because I obviously love, like, doing all this talking is a lot of brain function and you know, thought and all those things. So it's not like every part of my brain is atrophied, but yeah, for some reason the gaming part of the brain is just atrophied, and it's hard to realize that, because these are things that I spent so much of my life doing, and then now I literally never play video games anymore, really. It's just continued to decline as time has went on. That's all that's really happened. And so it's trying to figure this out, right? Like, I don't know. I know I've talked about it before on here, but maybe I'm going at it a little more in depth or at a different angle. And as for, what was I talking about? Oh, right. Sorry. I remembered again. That was the earlier thing that I said that to is the same thing I'd forgotten. Anyways, basically, one of the last, and this is such a lasting memory specifically, which is what's interesting about it, is there was this memory of sorry, I just feel like maybe there's something wrong with my windshield wipers, but my window looks like horrible right now, and I keep using the fluid, and it's just not getting any better. Like, it still looks terrible. I don't know if something got on there. It's like really confusing. I don't like it. Whatever. Alright, so am I finally gonna say what I was talking about? Yes, I will. After those couple months of quitting video games, I remember, like, I broke down and I played Asphalt 8, and it felt so good. It felt so good. And I remember it so clearly. Like, I remember it really vividly, just the whole thing of, like, playing it. The feeling, it's, like, really ingrained in my memory. But it was just that one round, and then after that, it was just, like, not, I don't know. I don't remember anything else. I probably played other games slowly, but yeah. And that's obviously the effect of taking a break from something for so long and then going back to it. It feels strong. But again, like, I've taken a break from games now for who knows how long. And, like, I wonder if I tried Asphalt 8 again, what that would even do. It's like... Would it even feel that good? It still probably wouldn't feel as good as it did back then. Because I just think my brain has adjusted so much. And I know what I want. I know what I need. And it's some form of social connection. And I should be able to achieve that because I have a lot of traits and language skills. Like, I'm not really awkward. I don't think that I'm awkward. I think that I'm actually just way above other people, and that's the problem, is that in terms of regular friendship, it's just not that complicated. You just joke around and that's it. But that's not really what I want. I don't want to just joke around. And so the things and the concepts that I speak about are difficult for other people to even understand, let alone respond to. And so oftentimes when I have conversations with people, it's just, I don't even know. And of course it's basically impossible to compete, because how is somebody with my type of conversation going to compete with a bunch of jokers? Because the jokers are louder, they're more stimulating. So it's hard for me to compete. And again, it's not even things that a lot of people expect. Sorry. Just thinking about a bunch of stuff. Trying to think of whether I want to park in the new spot or the new spot or the used spot. Used as in usual, new as in news. News as in new. Sorry, wow. I guess I'm just getting lost in thought over and over again in the middle of the conversation. I'm sorry. We're trying to figure out what went wrong. I think that's what we were doing, how my mind changed, obviously. It definitely just did. And it's just crazy. It's crazy how that happens, you know. And I know everybody says this, everybody. Childhood this, childhood that. My childhood was better, I miss my childhood, but I really feel like it's different for me. I don't know. Have I still not grown up? Am I still just like... just weird. It's all so weird, you know? Well, yeah, this guy's gonna blow it. So, of course, like, the bus thing that sped in front of me is now going extremely slow around the turn. Like, for absolutely no reason. I mean, really slow. And so, what that leads me to think is, why on earth are you doing this? Because you literally just sped around me, and now I'm right here. So, oh my goodness, like, what? And then that just ruined what I was gonna say. Is it looked like I was on track for like a record mile per gallon, and that probably just ruined it. Like, I was really getting good mile per gallon. And, yeah, I don't know. This person just ruined it. I'm honestly thinking he doesn't know where he's going or something like that. But it's like, it ruined, like, my fuel efficiency was really in record-breaking territory. It was looking really good, but I don't know. Now I don't know. Yeah, because he's driving like really slow, so that doesn't make much sense. Because why was he speeding around me and then now he's driving like extremely slow? It's just... I just don't get it. And I actually slept like a little bit extra last night, I think. I just went to bed because I felt bored and tired, so I kind of ruined my bedtime consistency a little bit. I should have stretched it. I should have stayed up, but I couldn't. I just was so bored and tired. Just couldn't do it. So I kind of messed up my consistency a little bit. I think my bedtime consistency was a little bit messed up. But yeah, I feel kind of tired. I don't think I slept that good, and I feel like I put more of an effort into sleeping well, but it didn't matter. Like, I don't know. Because I was like off screens for a while before bed. Which I'm honestly not great at. I did all that stuff, but it still didn't look that good. I don't know. Just losing my fight. That's all I'm doing. I'm losing my fight. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys. I'm feeling very fatigued, and I don't know why. So I don't have a lot of words to say now. And I'm actually pretty fortunate I even said what I said, because I was gonna open, like, when I was in my house before coming out, I was thinking I was gonna open by saying, like, the show's on life support, which it is. It's not. I haven't had the energy to do what I've wanted to do with the show for a while, and it's kind of upsetting because there's probably a string of just terrible episodes, and that wasn't really the case when I first started. Like I said, there was more excitement, and think things were making more sense back then. Now it's just like really monotonous. I'm telling y'all too, I cannot even imagine what it's like for people who make a penny less than me. And I know there are some people like that. But I just can't imagine it. Like, it's insane, because with the amount I'm being paid, like I said, if somebody was making a penny less, I don't know how they could be. Well, I mean, like I said, I guess a lot of people don't need the latest phone and all these plethora of luxuries. But still, I mean, it's not even about what I'm buying, it's about what I'm earning, and I know that, it's not even just because what I'm paid is not high, but it's not like the lowest. I'm sure it's not the lowest, you know what I mean? And it's pretty low though. But the problem is that I still probably have more actual money than most people my age, just because, again, of my socioeconomic privilege of not needing to pay rent and these things. It helps a lot. So that's what I'm saying, like, because I feel this way, but I still have so much more hope than anybody. Well, not than anybody, but it's probable that I have more hope than most people, or at least like a plurality. I don't know. I have a good solid potential, and that's why it doesn't make sense that I'd be like less happy than other people, Because again, there's so many people where it's like, they're just like, wow, I really wonder. Because that guy was just being impatient, so he floored it to pass me. I couldn't really tell what the car was. I think it was just like a newer Chevy Traverse or something like that. And I just think like, wow, it seemed pretty, like the way it sounded, it sounded like a really good engine. Very, very weird. I don't know if Chevy is like putting effort into engine tone or something like that. Because I really thought it was like a very new Traverse, but it sounded good when he floored it. Like it didn't have that like junkier sound that I think a lot of cars are plagued by that are just like cheaper cars. Maybe it wasn't, there's probably a good chance that it wasn't, because it's just like, I don't know, man. I thought it was just a regular old Chevy Traverse, though. So I wonder if they just, like, put random effort into their engine tone, engine tuning, like, sound. But that would be weird, but it sounded good. I doubt it could have been. I just didn't get a good enough look at it. I'm still making record-breaking mile per gallon. I wonder why that is. I think it's possible it's just because, like, the tank is emptier, so it's lighter, but, I mean, this is, like, a really massive improvement, so. Yeah, and the tank is looking a bit, like, kind of really low, so I'm a little bit leery of my judgment call, but I think we will be okay. So. I mean, we're really breaking records for fuel economy. Be nice if we could hit 50 miles per gallon. That would really be amazing. Well, we're approaching destination, and I didn't make my call about what I wanted to do. Well, strange things are going on, so I'm going to... Yeah, I'm still probably going to go to my other space, but that's okay. I'm assuming... Actually... It may have nothing to do with that, but... I don't know. Just strange things are afoot. Alright. I don't even think I have to open my window to clock in from here. But we're actually later than usual, isn't that kind of weird? That is a little bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, we're later than yesterday. I guess I was just the way I was driving. That's really weird. Yeah, but that was crazy mile per gallon I got. That like could be a record. Yeah, I wonder why I got here like later. it's just weird, you know? Like, you don't... Like, I kind of thought it wouldn't be like that. But whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Still really puzzles me. Oh, I guess I do have it recorded, though. I do. Because I do the recording, so I know I do actually have what time I leave. So if I really wanted to, like, check to figure it out, I could if I really wanted to. Yep. Alright. Well, let's... Yeah, I mean, I'm puzzled, guys. That's the best way to describe it. I'm puzzled. I'm very puzzled. Puzzled and tired. Alright, well, it's just about that time. Just about that time, guys. It's been schlaw, but now it's time to buy schlaw. So, see you, schlaw.